Hey lovelies, it's Imogen and I've started putting together a little planner kit for my 2025. I will probably use these things before then, but this is my start of me getting stuff together. A little disclaimer, I did buy all this stuff myself. I will put time hops in the description below and also on the video, so you can skip ahead and just see the bits that you want to see. Anywho, so if you watched my sit down and chat with me for half an hour-ish, I came to terms with what I did and didn't want to take forward into 2025, and I had got the PAPAERIDEAS Weeks just to try out sort of like the Hobonichi, because I seem to keep gravitating to that layout. So I decided to bite the bullet and get the Hobonichi Weeks Mega in the smoke grey. I was initially quite disappointed that it was going to be the grey. Like, they didn't seem to have any of the covers that I didn't really like. I kind of like the black gingham, and I kind of like the black with the white stripe, the white one with like the purple hedges and animals and stuff on it, but none of them were available in the Megas. So I decided to go with this one, and it's come and it is so pretty. So let me delve. So I actually saw Dozy Ghoul on Instagram. She posted up, she's on Instagram and YouTube, I'll put her information below. And she posted up that she's in the UK and she bought hers on Amazon Japan, and then like 4 or 5 days later it seemed it came, or at least it came very, very quickly. And she said it was also cheaper than buying it from the UK, and I was very anxious about it. So I, on payday, went to Amazon Japan and I purchased this and the clear cover, checked it out, and I was so excited, and then instantly realized that I just bought the Hobonichi Weeks, not the Mega one, and I bought it in Japanese, not English. So I quickly went on and I cancelled the purchase for the book, and then I bought the book that I wanted to get, which is this one, and Amazon had no issues with that whatsoever. It was like very easy, just cancelled, didn't even take the payment out or anything. It was just like, okay, you cancelled. Then I purchased this, which is the Weeks Mega in English edition, yeah. And then I realised I was paying £16 for this to be delivered and £16 for the clear cover. So I cancelled the clear cover as well. So I just bought the book, and I will put on screen how much that actually was, like in yen and also in Great British pounds. So that's how I ordered that, and I ordered it on the Thursday and it arrived on Tuesday with DPD. So that's really quite rare. I think it was actually shipped on the Friday. I ordered it Thursday, it was shipped on Friday. On Saturday I had a DPD tracking number, and then it was supposed to be delivered Wednesday, but it was delivered Tuesday. So I was ridiculously excited about this. I've had a little look, put it back in the wrapper so we can have a look together as well. And then I bought a clear cover on Amazon, and I was going to wait to get the clear cover because I wasn't too sure if it actually fit. The people on the Amazon comments say that it fits the Mega and it fits the regular Weeks, but it doesn't fit the sneaker because the sneaker's a bit shorter in height. I did get the Hobonichi. God, the lighting in here is just awful. I do apologise. So I did get the official Hobonichi one. It was £5.50, and Amazon was like, there's only 2 left, so buy it now and get it tomorrow. So I bought it, and then like 2 days later it was like, hey, this is out of stock, we'll let you know when it's in stock. So it arrived about a week later, and I wasn't particularly too happy about that, but I wasn't in a great rush for it because this doesn't start till December, and I am planning to hop into it in December. So I've got 2 and a little bit months to actually set this up, and we might do that on camera, we might not, I haven't decided yet. Also on Amazon, I found this for like £7 or £8, and it has the Elder Fufak runes, and it also has the Anglo-Saxon runes. Now, I'm not really interested in this, but these ones, definitely. And then I've just got myself these because wanted them to be thin. I haven't even opened them yet, but I'm hoping that they're going to be a thinner card that I can actually put in my book as like a bookmark for like sort of like that day. It's a whole thing that I'm thinking about, but I'm thinking about doing like a daily Rune, a daily tarot, daily oracle, daily that kind of thing. I did it last year and I really enjoyed it for like all of January and then like the first week of February. And then I just kind of didn't do it for about 6 months. And I don't know why I just stopped, but yeah, so I have a lot of tarot decks, a lot of oracle decks, a lot of Elder Fufark rune sets. I'm constantly getting witch casket sets for different things. And this particular one I actually got on AliExpress. And I was hoping it would be a cheap set, and we will have a look at that in a minute. And then I also got a friend recommended, if I wanted to try fountain pen, but I didn't want to spend like £150, £200, to get the, I think it's the Pilot Vanishing Point dupe, and it's by Majohn, and it's the A1. And it was like £15, if that, on AliExpress. And I opted to get the one that's got the clip at the bottom, but some people have said that actually like interferes with their writing, and some people have said that it's really nice to have that clip there and hold it. So I bought this. Haven't quite figured out like much more than that. Haven't figured out how to load it or anything. I think we'll take this out and then you can just pop carts in. And then I bought some carts, but I don't know. I bought the premium carbon ones by Platinum, and I'll put them on the screen. You can get like a bottle for about £18, or you can get the 4 cartridges for, I think it's £5 on sale, something like that. So I'm going to have a look at that. And then I bought a black highlighter, which, to be honest, sounds like an oxymoron, but I was quite impressed with how it highlighted. So we'll have a look at that as well. So let's... So this doesn't fit in here. So already that's... yeah, it's not going to fit in there. And I can't get the ball to pop on there. So it looks like we're going to have to use ink with this one, which I'm not too confident with how we go about that. So we're going to have to deal with that at some other point, because that doesn't actually go together, which is quite annoying. So this is actually a I'm pretty sure it's stainless steel. But it's a little bit flexible, but it's not. It's got fun noise when you shake it. Yeah. So I have quite a few steel stencils. So let's just graffiti. Where am I going with this? Just the top, maybe. So that's my name in Elder Fufark runes. And I did open the cards, and it has a little information on 3 different ways you can use them. On the back, the cards just look like this, which is super pretty. The cards are thin, like I was hoping, but they're not so thin that they're like paper. They are quite nice. And it has... I'm going to double check that these mean... I don't see why they'd be wrong, because it's probably someone who does know their shit, and AliExpress would just knock them off. But yeah, so be able to use these, and then if I draw, like, say a card, any random card, let's say I draw this one, then I can use this to draw in on my day. Yes, I don't know if I'm hoping, and I don't know why I'm doing it on in this book, of course, but I was hoping that they'd fit inside like here, so then I could do like maybe say like a month and just like write down what the tarot card is, or use that. I do have some small tarot card stamps, but I think they're going to be a little bit too big to actually go in here. But I don't mind like writing like, I know, Ace of Pentacles or whatever, or if it's an oracle card, writing down what the oracle like was to reference it. But I think that might be a nice way that I can use my monthlies, because I mean, like, I do have some appointments and some dates that I need to remember, but overall I kind of feel like the rest of the month, like, I try to heavily decorate this month just because I knew I didn't have like a lot going on, and I liked it, but I feel like we could use the space better. And I think doing a divination tracker, even if I don't do it every single month, would be a really nice way to use that space. So we'll have a look at that inside the Hobonichi Weeks in a minute. But yeah, so I have these cards, and I'll put the link below. Don't know if they'll still be available when you're watching this. Yeah, they did come ridiculously protected. They were in a bag of stuff, and in that bag was another bag, and in that bag was a box with some like protective stuff around it. In the box was some protective stuff, and then in that was the box of cards. It was a box of cards, and it had like foam protecting each of the corners. And then the box itself obviously has a cellophane on it. And I was like, I've never seen anything so well packaged ever for a few bits of flimsy card. Well, it's not flimsy. It's not bad. Let me see if I can just. In fact, I'll show you with this one. Like, it's not bad. Yeah. So let's go back into here and write some things. So I have a black highlighter, and it probably seems like an oxymoron, like black should not, like, shouldn't. And highlight over it. And I don't know how well you can see, but bring it right up to the camera. It does actually like highlight it in a weird way. Like, you can still see what's there. I don't know, like, black highlighter just seems like a very much an oxymoron, but I quite like how it worked because you can still read it. Okay, so last but not least, this. Let's have a look. So it came with this really awesome comic, and now I've seen some like other people who have hauled the previous year ones, and the previous year ones seem like this particular like piece of paper that comes with it is very girly, very pretty girly. Cutesy is the word. And then this year it seems quite creepy, like, yeah. I know Majohn Rune, who is, yeah, what's she? I will put it on screen, I'll put it in below. I know she talked about this, and she was talking about the guy from Sailor Moon on Movie Smile. But yeah, so there's a whole comic, and you can scan this and use the QR and stuff and find out what that's about. I think it's pretty cool, and I might try and find a way to include it in my Hobonichi as kind of like an ephemera thing, because I just think it's like really creepy but really quite cool. Yeah, maybe we can do like that and just have like that, but maybe we'll see. But yeah, so I thought this was really quite cool, and yeah, so there's that. Okay, so we've got the book. It feels really nice. It's a really nice linen type texture, and it looks, I'm hoping it's going to get beefy and chunky because I like to include stuff in it. So it comes with the pocket, as we should know. It says Hobo all over the cover, and then that's quite a thick page, this first page. Now this is the new Sanzin Tonmo River paper. I don't have any of the old paper, like a previous Hobonichi, to be able to test it. A friend of mine said that she has a 2024. She's happy to send it to me if she can find it. And that would be really amazing, because then I feel like I could potentially use it for the next couple of months, maybe, get some ideas with it, or I could pen test with it, ink test with it on the 2 different types of paper, which would be really cool for me to be able to have that comparison to be able to talk about. If she doesn't send it, that's okay, that's fine. But it'd be really cool if she did, like if she finds it and she could. So yeah, so thank you, Josephine, in advance. If you do, if you don't worry about it. So yeah, so anyway, where are we at? So the paper is a lot thinner than I've ever been used to, but I kind of knew that from a friend had like a Tomo River paper, like calligraphy book for like learning to write calligraphy years ago. And so I kind of anticipated this kind of really thin paper. I don't like it when people do that on the paper. It makes me feel sick. So I won't be doing that. I do like that it's got the calendar for 2025, 2024, 2026, and then it has the space for important dates. So I could potentially put down things like the pagan holiday dates for 2025. Maybe some birthday, mostly the celebration dates. I have done some calendar cards for 2025, which have the Northern Hemisphere moon phases on them, along with the 2025 holiday dates for, like, say, Samhain, Yule, and like Majohn, etc., etc. And I've also done like a plain calendar for 2025, and they're freebies to download in my coffee shop. If you're interested in supporting me, they are free, or you can tip me as an artist, which I absolutely adore that a couple of you have actually tipped me for those. That's massively heartwarming as well. And yeah, I appreciate that not everybody has the money to be able to buy stuff all the time. So where I possibly can, I create free content for your personal use. So maybe go have a look at my coffee. And yeah, like I said, if you can or want to tip me, donate to me, etc., and then you can always come back later on and do that if you find that you really, really like my products and you didn't before, but you feel like you want to. Anyway, less about that. Also, to just a quick note, I have reopened my Etsy shop, which is jewelry and accessories, but I do have planner charms on there, and that's at A Witch's Charm on Etsy. My coffee is at A Witch's Imagination. I will put all the links below, but I will also put them on screen. Then we have this tracker, which I have seen some beautiful ways of people have used this, being like a word to just like sort of summarize that day and how they felt. Or people have used it as like a mood tracker with like a color chart, or as like a period tracker, or health, or weight. It's been used in a lot of different ways. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I like the idea of like a gratitude, but I also know that I'll fall off of that and I won't do it every day. And then, yeah. So I might just use this particular space to track as like a year at a glance for things like period and health stuff, maybe. Like my weeks are going to have like a section just especially for tracking my health stuff. And that was like the primary reason why I wanted to get a planner, is to sort of have that wrote down. But yeah, so there's some beautiful ideas for how to use this, but I'm not fully sure yet. And then we go into the monthlies. Now, if you watch my video for my other planner, the Paper Ideas, it goes month, then 5 weeks, then month, then 5 weeks, then month. This has all the months together, which I think I like that much more. And then it goes off into the weeks. So it's a December start. So it starts with, it actually starts with November the 25th, I think. Yeah, I think January. November, December, and then we get, okay, we actually get some December, January, March. Okay, so we actually get like quite a, I actually thought it was like a December through to like December, but you get a few extra months, so that's a surprise to me. I didn't know that. But yeah, so I'm quite excited for that. I will probably hop into it. Well, let's see, when can we hop in? Right, so December starts with the 25th of November, I think is where it starts, on a Monday. So we could potentially use it from the 25th of November this year. And then obviously after the months, February, March, and then we start in, yeah, so we've got November the 25th. So we can start the week of November the 25th. And then we have the layout that I was hoping we'd have, which is this on this side and this on this side. Now, quite a few people have said that they wish that there was like a grid on this side, which I feel you can kind of see this grid through. I don't know how well you can actually pick that up. Probably not at all, but I feel like you can see it like a little bit. It does kind of annoy me because it's got like this margin line down here, right just here, but it doesn't line up with the dots. Because you can split your days into 3, and it doesn't line up with this one, which I'd really liked if it was like literally one line over so it could line up with that dot. But that's just me being picky. That's like, it's not really anything. So it does have the quotes down the bottom, and of course I've got mine in English. It's got the quotes in English. And one day I will have my desk set up in better lighting, and I won't be trying to crouch in a corner in the kitchen working in my own light. So I apologise. We then go on, we have all the months. We have a couple of bookmarks, which I don't know. I said I was going to remove them in my Paper Weeks ideas, but then I have actually found that I am using them and they're quite helpful. So we will see. I also have, I cut down a pencil board. Let's see. What size is that? Okay, it more or less fits in here. So I can theoretically use that same pencil board that I cut down. That's exciting. And I did find another one of them. It might be Hobonichi, it might be in the standard. Sorry, it might be in the Weeks, or it might be in the standard. And I found that while I was going through some stuff the other day. So I've got a second one. And they're not that expensive to buy on AliExpress if you wanted to go that route. So then we get to... Okay, so we've got the last week of December, which seems a little bit weird that we have... So the months go well into like March, but the weeks go to the end of... to sort of like the 1st of December. So... Oh no, right, brain. It stops at January 4th. That makes a lot more sense. It's because it says December at the top, so I was like, yeah. Right, November 30th. December 1st, true. Right, yeah. She's with it now. That was, my brain is on, So, excuse me. Right. And then we go into, so we have that. Then we have useful abbreviations now, and then onto the notes. And the notes has like an index or a legend or a ledger or whatever you want to call this. For being able to add a key, because I know that some people like to bullet journal in the back. It has these useful abbreviations. I don't think I need that, so I might find a pretty way to cover that up with something. And then we have notes. So this is page 1 of notes. And because I bought the Mega, because I wanted the notes pages as well. Let's see. Okay, so we start at page 1 and we go through to 217. So we have that of just notes pages, which are just the plain grid. It's got the margin line, which you can use or not use. I wanted to get the mega specifically because I wanted to journal as well, and I don't journal like every single day, but sometimes there's things that I'd like to keep little mementos or reminders of, or just write something. So I thought it'd be really nice to have a space to be able to do that. I thought it'd be pretty cool to try and be in one book. I know I'm already going to be in 2 books because I have a whole witchy planner idea that I want to do as well, but mainly for my health, my plans, my life, my blah blah blah, my journaling, etc. etc. I want to try and be in one book for 2025 and stick with it. I'm excited that I can use my different mediums in this. Apparently it holds up with watercolour and like chalk inks and stuff, but I am going to swatch and test them at some point. I do plan to use the backs of the notes to do some pen testing and ink testing video stuff, and then from the front I plan to do my journal. So after that we have how to measure stuff using your body parts, which is pretty cool. I think the idea of it is that you measure this and you write down the measurement and then you know. For me, I don't think that this is particularly useful for me. I'll just probably keep the page blank, or I might stick something over it. And then in the back we have my 100. Now this is also where people do like a gratitude log for the day, or a mood tracker for the day, or like they just generally track something for 100 days. It's kind of like the year at a glance, but with a bit more space, but there's only 100 days and not like the whole year. I don't generally know what I would use this for. Maybe this year has been kind of like, my word of the year was try, and that's included trying some new things, like trying some new foods and trying some new exercises and trying some different lifestyle stuff and trying a different planner and trying different pens. So maybe I could do like a top 100 of things that I tried. It doesn't even be top, it just says my 100. So it could be like 100 books that you've read, 100 films you've watched, 100 things. So that's what I might do. I might like just write down 100 new things that I've tried, and then maybe give it like a score out of 10 or something. Maybe we'll see. And then we have some Japanese recipe stuff, which is kind of cool. Don't know if I'll ever use that because diabetic me can't really eat that. And then we have a 365-day check-off sheet. So if you were trying to do something for 365 days, or if you wanted to use, I think this would be an ideal. If you had like a dot marker, you can mark off like, say, period, or if you were trying for a baby, or like marking down ovulation or sick days, or days that you had migraines, or that could be kind of useful to have that. I do kind of wish there was like a couple of this page, so you could track a couple of different things. But again, like I may or may not use it. In the back there's addresses, which I don't think I will use, mainly because I share a lot of my planner stuff and I don't want to accidentally flash up someone's address, because I respect people's privacy. But or I might just use it to like quickly write down, like say my doctor's or something like that. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. And then in the back it has it has like a this book belongs to, but it's in the back. And if I found this book, I would not be looking in the back. I don't actually know if that's what this is. It just says name, address, personal phone, personal email, work phone, work email. So I assume that's what this is. It's kind of like a if lost, blah blah. It does have some official information for the Hobonichi, Techo, etc. and their social medias and stuff, which is pretty cool. but it's mostly just a blank page, and then it has this stamp number in the back, which I'm assuming is it in the individual book? Is each book numbered? Or is this just kind of like this particular, or is it the paper, or is it, what is this? What's this number? And then it just has the book. So I'm quite excited about this. Quite excited. Wow. I have seen a few people who have inked in this, and I'm not sure if I want to do that with a silver gel pen or just leave it as it is, because for me, I'm not really fussed whether it stands out or not. And then I'm hoping it's going to fit in here. Now, a few people have said that you might have to get a hairdryer, heat this up a little bit, and then do it. I'm probably not going to be able to do it with these nails on. But if we take it out and just have a look, so the outside is that glossy clear, and then the inside is this sort of frosted. It's got this bookmark thing, which I'm not going to pull out. It's got a pocket here. It's got a pen loop. Some people left reviews saying that the pen loop split and they had to cut it off. I'm not really fussed about having this pen loop or not. I think if I wanted to have a pen loop, I might attach like a Leuchtturm pen loop with the elastic thing, like on here, like maybe cut that off and attach that there, but I'm not really fussed for now. And then it has like a library pocket, she says. It has a library pocket in the back. So I'm going to have an attempt to have a go, but I'm not expecting good things, especially not with these nails. Okay, so far, so good. I don't like doing this, it scares me. Okay. No. Huzzah. Right, okay, so it's a little bit like tight. Some people are probably crying now seeing me doing this. So it'll probably need training because it's like a tiny bit tight. But it sits nicely, it sits well. And if I wanted to put something in there, I could. I'm not going to do my pocket yet because I'm not too sure. It probably goes on this page because this is a sturdier page. And it'd be better than in the back because it'll fall out. So I'm probably going to do that there, but I'm going to do it when I don't have silly nails on and I can do it like straight. So for now, let it fit in there for now. Yeah, it'll fit in there for now, so don't lose it. So I'm quite excited. It does fit, but I feel like it'll need to be trained a little bit. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or not. I don't really like the way that it sits, even without this clip on it. Like, just take the clip off. It doesn't sit flat because of the big wallet pocket at the top, and then the planner doesn't sit in it right because of the zip. I just don't really like it. Every time I want to use it, I have to take my book out, which kind of feels like defeats the purpose. But let's just have a look to see. Okay, right, yeah. So the Hobonichi Weeks fits in there. Just take that out. I just don't like the way that this sits or looks or feels. Just don't like it. Probably gonna, I don't know if I should use it to keep this safe, because I'm planning on turning this into like a food journal because it's undated for like food planning. And I don't know if I should keep it in there just to keep it a bit cleaner, or just ditch that idea and maybe sell the cover because it was like 30 something. Yeah, so I like this just kind of like this without any additional extra. I may create an elastic that I can put over it just to hold it closed, and I already have a really cute idea for that. But yeah, and it has the Hobonichi on the back and 25 on the front, and then I don't plan to stick stickers on it, but I might put slip stickers under the cover, and I might change things out for like the different seasons. Sorry about that. So I was thinking that I could literally like use die cuts, and I'm a spooky person year round, but I was thinking something like these, or you could print them out yourself, but like he'd be quite cool just hanging out in there. See, I don't know what that is. Well, let's put that there. Or something like this. So I was thinking they'd be kind of cool things to be able to decorate without actually sticking them in, just using the cover to kind of hold them in place. So that's what I was thinking for that. Hello lovelies, Editor Imogen here. This video is incredibly boring. Like, I don't expect anybody to still be here. So if you are, then please leave me a heart in the comments below and let me know that you actually made it to the end. I am struggling to stay awake myself editing this video, and I've had to watch it a couple of times. Anywho, if you like planners and stationery and all that kind of stuff, then definitely make sure that you subscribed, you've hit the bell for notifications, and give this video a like. Yeah, I want this video to be over now. Like, I'm done. See you in the next one.